Good morning. How is everyone?
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, been a bit, but Daniel's with us today. I'm so happy that he's able to be here.
Yes, I'm happy to be here.
Yep, it is Palm Sunday today, which means Easter is just a couple of weeks away.
Next week.
Yep, yep. That's right. I shouldn't say a couple of weeks. It is a week from today. I'm excited. I really am. Excuse me. I miss having littles around, planting, dyeing the Easter eggs and filling the little plastic cups with candy. And we would, at first, when the girls were little, we would put like a few pennies and a couple of quarters. Good morning, Laura D. How are you, sweetheart?
Good
Happy Palm
morning.
Sunday to you. Oh, it's afternoon where she's at. Okay. And
Yes, afternoon here
yeah,
too.
it's afternoon. Let's see,
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. I was going to say early evening. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we started out with a few pennies, and then of course as they got older, it went nickels and dimes, quarters, and then just like with the tooth fairy, uh, coins didn't cut it anymore. They liked the dollar bills, and uh, yeah.
I don't
And
think we're doing anything.
oh really? Good morning, Lee. How are you?
Hi,
Uh,
Lee.
let's see. Oh, and now I don't know if this is a German thing or what, but my first husband's oldest sister married into a German family, and their Easter bunny always the girls would they had two girls, and they would come out into the Daniel, you are 5 hours ahead of me.
Oh, so it's midday for you.
Yeah. Um, and Lee says he's doing good. Uh, the girls would get up in the morning, and the Easter bunny would have out in the yard uh, pulled up grass and leaves and stuff like that and made them like a little nest. And he
Mm-hmm.
would put special Easter eggs in there, like brightly colored ones. And there was always a golden egg in it. And then, of course, always had some, uh, what do you call it? Uh, oh, Sherry K. She says, we all say hi from Zoom. Well, thank you, sweetheart. Um, always, scattered other eggs throughout their yard. And so, and the only reason why I know that is because one Easter weekend we were at their house and I only had my oldest daughter at the time. So, Laura, you're so sweet. She says, good morning or afternoon to everyone.
Hi, Laura.
Oh, that's good, Lee. I'm happy for you. Good morning, little Carrie. How are you doing?
Hello. Over here, I'm not sure we do like where the Easter Bunny like digs up grass and stuff, but we do like Easter egg hunts and stuff.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's mainly for the little kids, not.
Yeah.
not
I'm doing good, Sherry K. How are you?
doing good, thanks. But yeah,
Uh,
me and Ash just tend to we just lay around Easter now. Don't do
mhm.
anything.
You don't do anything special for Oslo?
No.
Oh,
He
y'all
gets
are
an Easter egg.
okay. I was gonna say, got to do something for him. Good morning, Jane. How are you? Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Happy Palm Sunday to you. Lee John Partridge. Well, you know what? My oldest brother-in-law is John Lee. His name is just Flip Flop. That's pretty cool. Little Carrie says she's doing okay. Yeah, like I said, and then I know I've shared with many of y'all, and I will share the story again and again. Good morning, Mama Gwen.
Hey, Mama Gwen.
We're doing great, you beautiful lady, you. I love how she comes in and says beautiful humans. That's always so cool. Um, Connie said that you have to come into Zoom to see her black. Oh my goodness, what did she do? Let's see. I think that is.
That is Mama Gwen's weather in P Ridge. Conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 59 Fahrenheit or 15 Celsius. Winds blowing from the south at 16 miles an hour, and current humidity is 43%.
Oh my goodness. I like your humidity. Oh, and your dad's name is John Stephen? Hello, Karis. How are you?
Hello.
So happy to see you. Her boyfriend threw her down the stairs. Oh my goodness. I hope you're teasing. Good morning, Froggy.
I was just about to say, I hope that's
Yeah. Wow. I'll have to check in on her in a little bit. Goodness gracious.
the spring is
Mama
trying.
Gwen says the spring is trying, but winter is fighting to stay. Yeah, I can see that.
It's the same here, honestly.
And Elevator has guide. Hello, happy Sunday to you as well.
Hello.
Oh, Kara says that's me on my other account. It's Carrie. Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, it's little Kerry. It's little Kerry. It's little Kerry.
Oh, okay.
She's got 2 accounts.
Not really. They were in the movies and she had a misstep and went down the stairs. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Well, my goodness. No, not really. Oh, goodness.
This is Carrie's account for work.
Oh, okay. Cool. What in the world? Lighter than our smallest box. Well, I'm going to look to see what this is.
What?
Oh, you have 97 accounts? Good grief.
Laura
And
Douglas
said
he's getting an a bunny Easter basket from something
BarkBot
toys. That's awesome, Laura.
Yeah.
Hello, Gwen.
Yeah, that's one of Mama Gwen's alter egos.
Oh, everyone's coming in their alter egos.
Oh, this is that little gift that so Lana had sent me a little something from the puppers. And they had charged her for an item and it didn't get sent. So because I had opened up what she'd sent me on one of my lives, and she said, Maureen, there's a little something in there from me. Well, I went back and looked, and I told her, I said, no, all that was in there were the 2 little gnomes that the puppers had sent me. So she contacted them and told them that I did not get her little gift. And what she sent me, folks, was this cute little keychain, which will go to my keys. It says, hope you gnome how awesome you are. I don't know if y'all can see that because it's still in the plastic. Let's see if I can get it out. I mean, they double bagged this little thing. Oh, there it goes. And it's got a little heart on it. That is so cute. I'll have to put my...
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I think I'll put the camper keys on that. I like that. That is so cute. In fact, my husband's standing right here, and I'm going to let him do it.
Do what?
I want you to put the camper keys on that.
Why?
Because I think it's cute. Why? Oh, goodness. Okay, all my alter egos are here.
Yeah, she's commented "Good morning, beautiful humans" on like 5 different accounts.
That's how I always know it's her. It took me a bit the first time because I kept seeing all these, excuse me, Gwen's coming in. And hey, because I saw all these Gwen accounts coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody had to tell me that's Mama Gwen because I wasn't even making the connection. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Mama Gwen says, okay, I put up 4 thumbs. Well, thank you, sweetheart. I do appreciate that. I am going to see what my weather is saying outside. I know it's got to be a little humid.
For Dayton,
Okay.
sunny.
Yep, it is.
Oh, nice weather, 23.
And 62% humidity. Well, it's a little high, but not like it has been. Well, that's all right. So I kind of wanted to talk about do you enjoy or do you have multiple crafts that you do? Hello, Nifty sweetheart. How are you?
Hey, Nifty. Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, tell me, what do you do?
Crochet, which I haven't done for a long time.
Right.
Painting and coloring.
Cool. There's other, well, this people may not consider this a craft. I think Yarny Social is Little Carrie's other account too. That's your business account for the crochet conference. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In Virginia Beach, where Laura D is, conditions are partly cloudy with a temperature of 55. The wind's blowing from the southeast at 9. Oh, she's got great humidity, 32%. Oh, I would love having that. But and I do consider this a craft. You like doing puzzles.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, there is a method to the madness. I don't know if you do this, but when my daughter does her puzzles, she has a puzzle mat, and she has special little boxes in which she
sorts all the pieces out.
Yes. Do you do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, we do the same.
Do you?
Yeah, we separate all the edge pieces, and then we separate all the different colors within the puzzle, and
yeah. She did try one time sorting the puzzle pieces by their cutout pattern, but kind of gave up on that because the color sorting really got messed up. You know what I mean? So that didn't work for her. There are some people that do that, though. They will sort it by the puzzle design that the pieces were cut from. So, but
that
anyway.
technique, that Asha said, that technique's good if you're really close to being finished.
Yeah.
If you're really close to being finished, then that technique's great because then you can figure out what bit goes where. But when you're right at the beginning, it can be really hard.
Good morning, Mimo Dawn. How are you doing?
Hello.
Oh, Nifty says crochet, origami, and coloring. I love watching people do the folding. I really do, but I don't have the patience to do it. Because I did try one time. Warren got this wonderful origami for beginners book. It had several patterns in there and even came with the paper that he needed, to start learning how to do the folding. And now he uses any paper he wants to. But, and I tried. I mean, I really did. I sat there with him and he would do a fold. I would do the same fold. And really it was him reading and looking and doing and then teaching me rather than the other way around. Because even though he has ADHD, I think his OCD along with it um, helped him to really be precise and working with it. But yeah, not me.
Amy, don't. I've been craving cake.
Oh, you've been doing some baking this morning. Yeah, now you want to talk about a multiple crafter. Her and Little Treasures by Nancy's, I tell you what, they are both Jill of all trades as far as I'm concerned because they do so many different crafts. Um, yeah, you know what? Her talking about that and you saying you wanting cake. I've been wanting cake.
Oh, I just want a big fat slice of chocolate cake or something. I don't know.
I've been wanting German chocolate cake. That's what I've been wanting. More for the icing than anything. Oh, where little Carrie in Boise, Idaho, conditions are sunny with a temperature of 56. The wind is blowing from the east at 4 miles an hour and 40% humidity. Wow. You really are having a nice morning. I would take the 56 degrees and 40% humidity. And I consider baking and even cooking a craft, especially if you are
Mm-hmm.
one of those that you know really kind of goes outside the box,
Mm-hmm.
outside the norm. I consider myself a good cook, folks. I really do, but I am not a gourmet cook. I'm an
Yeah,
old
that's like
Southern.
me. That's like
Yeah,
me. I'm a good cook, but give me a gourmet recipe, and I'm like, nah.
yeah, yeah. I'm not a fancy cook.
Mm-mm.
Um, I do just good old Southern recipes. I mean, that's the way I was taught. Lucky for me, both my husbands, that's the way they eat. So now I don't want y'all to think I have two husbands. My first husband liked my cooking, and Wayne likes my cooking. So, did you know that ADHD is either type 1 or type 2? My therapist told me that. Yes, ma'am, I sure do. I sure do. And I think it's the type 2 that's also OCD. It's either if you're type 1, you're also OCD, or it's type 2 and you're also OCD. Little Carrie says, yeah, the high today is going to be 73. Man, gorgeous. Right before a big cool down tomorrow will only be 56 for the high. Yeah,
See, we're
we're supposed
supposed
to
to be
stay in
warming
the
up.
70s today and tomorrow, and then starting Tuesday it'll be like 81, 82 for the rest of the week.
Yeah, we're
Which
supposed to be
still,
warming up.
well, in Texas, that's still, very pleasant weather. It really is. Gets a little bit of a breeze and humidity around 50, 55%. Yeah, really nice spring weather. But yeah, no, I enjoy my crochet. I really, really do. And I'm starting to pick up the Tunisian stitches, doing pretty good. I'm waiting on some yarn that I ordered because I want to do Michael's, um, oh, what is it called? I can't remember. It's the shawl that he made for his mother. Oh, I just lost the name of it. Anyway, oh, you're the type 1. Then Warren's got to be the type 2 because he doesn't have depression or anxiety. Well, bless your heart, sweetie. I do understand the depression and anxiety, let me tell you. Amy's weather in Princeton, Minnesota. Mostly cloudy with a temperature of 52. The wind is blowing from the south at 10 miles per hour. And look at you, 34% humidity. I guess that means no snow. She's had snow, bless her heart, so much this year. Um, it's a Noro yarn. And the one I got was kind of like I mean, the color that I got was a really deep purple, almost like a not pomegranate, eggplant. There you go. Oh, when you turned 50. Wow, Laura. My oldest daughter has ADHD. But, back when, I mean, she has learned how to cope herself. Because, I mean, she's in her, let's see, this is 56. She'll be 53 this year. So, um, yeah, back then, way back, let's say even 40 years ago, there wasn't a diagnosis for it, not even a name or anything. Um, so we just learned through trial and error on her diet and, keeping her fairly active, really more overactive so that she could get a lot of that energy out, for one thing. And just things to help train her brain to be focused when it needed to be. So, but yeah, her son Warren, we knew by the time he was about 4 or 5 that he probably had the same trait, but they wouldn't give him any medication or anything until he was 6, because not so much because of his age, but because of his weight. He was a little bitty guy. I remember when he finally gained 50 pounds, we were all hooting and hollering, let me tell you. And he was finally really happy because I don't remember what the weight was before he could come out of his booster chair in the back seat, every time we would go in to see his pediatrician, he would say, "Now can I sit regularly in the back seat?" And she would say, "What's the magic number?" And it all had to do with his weight, Yeah, I enjoy cooking and baking. I really do. But like I said, I'm not a fancy person with that. In fact, I will not attempt to ice a cake. It either has to be a cake that can be eaten on its own, you know what I mean? Just plain. Like pound cakes. I love making pound cakes, and angel food cakes. I love making them. Um, I love making.
I think icing the cake's the best bit.
Well, yeah, it is, but Maureen cannot ice a cake to save her life. I am not kidding you. I don't know what it is.
That's what I said. It doesn't matter what it looks like as long as it tastes good.
Well, part of enjoying what you're eating is what you're looking at, and it's got to look good if you're going to want to eat it. And yeah.
To me, it doesn't matter what the cake looks like. If the icing's pink, I'll eat it.
Well, my mom tried teaching me really easy, simple techniques on how to ice a cake. The best I ever was able to conquer was just making a drizzle, And I don't mind taking, there's some really good store-bought icing.
Oh, yeah.
I love Betty Crocker has a cream cheese one that.
Oh no, that's delicious. Oh
yes. I'll take and warm it up just a little bit so that it gets a softer consistency, and then I'll just take and pour it and just go all around and all around and all around. Froggy says, because Maureen needs to wait for the cake to cool. What? I've done that too. Now, I have also, by watching a lot of the, shows on the Cooking Channel or on Food Network, they all talk about how you put is it called a crumb layer? Where you put the first layer on there?
Crumb coat. The crumb
Yeah.
coat catches all the crumbs before you ice it properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that mess. See?
I don't do a crumb coat though. I literally just chuck the icing on and hope for the best.
Well, yeah. And see, like I said, my mom, she took, is it Whitman? Classes on how to make wedding cakes and specialty cakes. She had all the books, she had the pens, she had the piping bags, the spatulas, and I mean, she had the whole 9 yards, the little spinny table. I mean, she could have opened her own bakery, folks. She really could, but she did it just, that was her stress reliever. You know what I mean? She enjoyed it more than crocheting. She really, really did. And she was constantly making cakes and birthday celebrations, wedding,
Like my nan's
shower
always
stuff
making
and
cake.
everything for friends, family. I mean, yeah. And a lot of times she would just charge them what she needed to make the item, whatever it needed to be, because she enjoyed it that much. But that's not in my wheelhouse. Now, my youngest daughter, oh my goodness, she took after her Grandma Graves. In fact, when Mother passed away, it was all understood that Jennifer would get Mother's whole baking and, decorating collection. And that's kind of become, I have the Wilton stuff. I'm self-taught. Yeah. Is it Wilton? I thought it was Whitman's the candy, isn't it?
Wilton.
Yeah,
They
Wilton.
have,
Okay. Yeah.
Wilton.
There you go. Yeah, little Carrie said, I think it's Wilton. They used to have a class here at Michael's on cake decorating. My mom and I took one, realized it wasn't for me right away. Like I said, if I can put a glaze on it or a drizzle icing, I can do that. But yeah, I cannot ice a cake to save my life. Laura D said, I had a next door neighbor that made a very good poppy seed pound cake with a letter saying no drug testing after eating. Her husband was a Marine captain. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've heard poppy seed can really mess up a drug test.
That's very strange.
Yeah.
That's just that it can.
Yeah.
That's where opiates are based from.
Is it?
So the crude sort of.
What did he say?
He said opiates are based from poppy seeds.
Oh my goodness.
I did not know that.
I did not either. Sherry Kay said she just made a chocolate chip coffee cake for Chris.
Oh, can we stop talking about cake?
Poor baby.
All the shops are shut now.
Good morning, Carrie. How are you doing, sweetheart?
Hello. Sorry, I'm just pouring a drink.
We're talking cake, Carrie. It's about to drive Daniel nuts.
Oh. You know what I love? Chocolate fudge cake with cream.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Best ever.
Mm-hmm. My mother had a wonderful recipe for a oil chocolate cake, you know what I mean? And it had that really thick chocolate fudge icing on the top of it. She just called it her chocolate sheath cake. Is what she called it, because it was just, one layer. But she would put that really thick chocolate fudge on it. Oh my goodness. We would all fight to see who was going to lick the beaters in the bowl, in the spatula.
And Sherry said when that's gone, she'll be making a blueberry coffee cake.
Oh man, you're going to have to send me a slice.
It'll take a lot of poppy seeds to do that. Opiates come from the poppy plant. The bud itself is cut for the liquid to flow out.
I did not know. How do you know that, little Carrie?
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you know?
She must have just Googled it. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I knew that about the poppy seed. And I think there's another maybe it is only poppy seed, but I thought there was something else that you had to be careful with.
Okay, so basically, if you eat large amounts, such as a spoonful or a very dense poppy seed roll or bagel,
Huh.
it can show up as a positive on a drug test.
Wow. You all ready for tomorrow, Carrie? That's surgery day, right? Yeah. Oh, all right. Okay. She says, yeah, I know things as a pharmacy tech.
Cracker Barrel makes a good Coca-Cola chocolate cake.
Yes.
Oh,
There's also a Sprite cake.
oh no, not into that. I'd be
Yeah.
into the Coca-Cola one though.
Mm-hmm.
Guinness cake.
Yeah.
Are you going to make me one then?
I've not
All
heard
right,
of a
then.
Guinness cake.
Ash is going to make me a Guinness cake.
Ah! I'm assuming that it requires a bottle of Guinness beer.
Yeah, alcohol.
Oh.
It doesn't really taste like Guinness, but it gives it really nice, like stouty, malty.
Oh, apparently it doesn't taste like Guinness, but it gives it a very stouty, malty taste.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And it looks moist, apparently.
Excuse me. I have in a cookbook at home, you get recipes that are written in cards, or you keep your own little, journal of recipes that you really like, maybe ones you've tweaked or gotten from a friend. Anyhow, I've got a great beer biscuit recipe. And I had gotten it from a friend. And I remember the first time I told my first husband, I said, on your way home, would you please stop and get me a can of beer? He's like, why do we need beer? And I said, because I'm going to make those biscuits that we had over at so-and-so's house the other night. And he said, and it requires a can of beer. I said, yeah, it requires a can of beer.
See, Carrie wants cake now too.
Uh-huh. And the person mentioning them must be in the vertical chat. But yeah.
Mm.
I mean, it's like you said, it doesn't have now it will smell up the kitchen,
Oh yeah.
It does smell up the kitchen. But it's not a bad smell, it's just that it's got that heavy wheat smell, basically. But it sure does give it a good flavor. It really does.
Let's see if we can get one made before I go on holiday, Ash. Maybe over Easter. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make one over. Yeah,
Over Easter.
I'll make on Friday.
Oh, there you go.
We'll make a big one. Oh, I can't wait, actually.
Apparently, we're making one over Easter.
Oh, well, good.
So we get 4 days off, so we've got plenty of time.
I was getting ready to ask, will y'all be off Friday and Monday?
Yeah. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We got off.
Woo!
Yep.
That'll be nice.
I'm so excited. I said to Ash earlier, this week's going to drag.
Yeah.
And he's like, why? I was like, because we've got 4 days off to look forward to at the end of it. I've only got a 2-day week.
Ash actually has a 2-day week?
2-day week.
Wow.
I want his job. No, I don't.
Yeah, me too.
No, I don't.
I would want his job without all the education that's required.
Without all the education requirements, yeah.
Yeah. Just somebody come along, cut off the top of my head, pour in the knowledge, stir it around till it gets where it needs to be, put my head back on, and
sorted.
get ready to go. Yeah. Yeah, I remember telling my professor, I only had one class that I took in college that I waited to the last minute to drop. I just could not get my head wrapped around. It was a math class. It was an upper level math class. It had to do with rings. Wait a minute, I got to get it right. Groups, then rings, then fields. Okay, get one built on the other. And I never could keep them straight in my head. I even tried to come up with some little song, so that I could keep them in the right order. And then once I got that down, then there were properties within each one of them. Anyhow, long story short, there just was no way I was going to pass the class. And it was my senior year in college, and I had already decided by then that when I graduated, I was going to go back and get certified to teach. So the professor tried everything he could to talk me out of dropping the class, because it meant in the summer, in order to make up for that one credit, I was going to have to take 2 extra math classes to equal the level and density of that material. Anyhow, that was the first time I ever told anybody. I said, the only way I can pass this class is if somebody cut off the top of my head, poured in everything I needed, scramble it around, put my head back on. I said, that's the only way I'm going to pass this class, and that's not going to happen. So would you please just give me
the thing is,
withdrawal and let me go?
I'm always saying to Ash I wouldn't want to do his job because I wouldn't know even where to start.
Yeah.
And he turns around to me, and I only work in a kitchen, right? And he's always like, I wouldn't want to do your job. I was like, why not? It's only kitchen work. He's like, Dan, it stresses me out being in the kitchen.
No, I'm a happy camper in the kitchen. I really am. I love throwing things together. I am kind of like my grandmother more than my mom. My mom had to follow a recipe. Yeah. But my grandma was one of those, pick up a handful of this and dump and stir and taste, add a little more, stir and taste, that kind of thing. That's how I learned to cook. But no, not my mom. She always had to have a recipe. She couldn't adjust. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And don't ask her to double anything, because, that just means, like, if it calls for 1 cup, you need 2 cups, mother. And she could do that part, but she always worried so much about, like, if you're going to double the recipe for cupcakes, she always worried that, no, let me back it up. Double to make a cake. All right. You want to have 2 batches of a cake instead of 1, making sure that she had divided the
batter equally.
That would just stress her out to no end. So yes, she might have needed 2 cakes, but she's going to make this one up, and while it's baking, she'll make up the next one. She would not, yeah. Hello there, Alley Cat. How are you doing? It's been a long time. I'm so happy to see you this morning. Or morning for me, anyway.
Yeah, it'll be 6 o'clock soon. Because our clocks went back forward last night.
Oh, they did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So y'all are almost like a whole month behind us. No, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, because you went forward at the beginning of the month, didn't you?
I know, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, ours went forward last night. Because it's weird. For some reason, when our clocks go back, we're only like a week or 2 apart.
Yeah.
Whereas this time, it seems it's been pretty much a whole month.
Mm-hmm.
Right, probably because it's stayed like darkness. Like it in the evening from the morning.
Yeah.
Probably delaying it means that actually you get a longer period of
daylight
in like the summer months.
Mm.
What did he say?
He said it's probably because over here, so we get longer periods of sunlight over the
Oh,
summer.
yeah.
I don't know. Only cook or bake when Chris isn't home because he'll take over the kitchen.
Yeah, he sure will. I tell you what, folks, we ate so good in Tennessee. Chris was amazing. He really was. I've always told him, he needs to open himself up a little diner. He really does. But you got to enjoy doing it for the public, you know. That's why there's certain jobs that I wouldn't be able to do. I did work in a restaurant for a while to, earn the money to take my college courses, that kind of thing. It is not an easy job to do. Only cooked for friends and family. Well, I tell you what, I feel very fortunate to fall in both categories. That's all I got to say. Because we had some awesome eats. But yeah, I was thinking, I was sitting here crocheting yesterday, and I had to go digging in my one of my totes to get out some black yarn. Of all yarns not to have out, I didn't have any black, and I ran across my color pencils, and I was like, "What are you doing in this tote? You're in the wrong tote." And then I went digging to find my tote that has my sketch pads and coloring books. I have a couple that are like mandalas, and one that's got a lot of Bible verses in it. And of course, the pages are decorated around the verse, that kind of thing. And I couldn't find my books. And I dug around until it got too dark for me to see. And so hubby is outside doing some things. And I said, I need for you to find my tote that has my books in it, because, and I told him what I was looking for, so hopefully he'll find those for me. Maureen, I'm to the stage in my pattern writing process where I'm getting ready to start crocheting a mock-up. Fingers crossed. Well, good girl. Oh my goodness. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, me and Ash have really got into our colouring lately. We have a bookshelf full of colouring books now.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, not all bought at once. But, yeah, we love them.
I remember sitting down and coloring with my girls. It was always a lot of fun. And to, especially when they'd start getting silly with the colors, you know what I mean? Instead of having a blue sky, they'd want a pink sky. Instead of a, green grass, let's make it purple. Or, yeah. I'm hopeful, but not sure the math will work, but we'll see. Well, I'll be happy to be a tester for you.
Don't tell me you're going to want me to show off your colouring page.
I'm very proud.
I know you're very proud of it.
Probably look awful.
The camera probably won't do it any justice. But...
Well, here, just a minute. Let me make you big.
Which
you gonna
one?
let you show it?
Both of them.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't know how the colours all show.
Oh my goodness! Look at the colors.
The camera doesn't do it any justice because my lighting is really rubbish.
Oh, look. That's really good.
We did that one too.
Oh, how pretty.
I think I've got one
Look
more.
at the shading.
You got one more?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, this one probably won't show up very well because it's very light.
Oh, it's showing up good.
Yeah.
Look at your shading. Wow.
I want to try and do some watercolour ones, but
Mm.
I just don't know what I want to do.
Yeah.
Now, does it tell you what colors to put where, or you get to choose your own?
No, Ash, pass me one of the Disney ones.
You pick your own.
So for that one, you pick your own. Pass me the one that I was
Oh, where's your one?
the one that I was colouring in.
Oh no, this one's wet.
That one's wet.
I know those are pretty.
Because we've got a couple of yeah, that one, Grand Classiques. So these books, yeah, these are French.
Oh,
They do loads of different ones. They do Disney, they do non-Disney ones, but these ones, they look a bit messy. You can't really see anything because it's so dark in here, but
it's kind of like painting by numbers.
it's like painting by numbers. So at the bottom,
oh, okay.
it's got all the
See,
numbers.
that's what I would need. Yeah,
all
that's
the
what I would
numbers and
need.
the colours,
And then you match the colours with whatever art supplies you've got.
and then this was the first one I did.
Oh, wow.
So a page of mess.
Back over it, though,
Yeah, I need to go
Page of
back
mess.
over it. A page of mess turns into something like that.
That's cool, though. See, that's the kind of coloring book, yeah, that I would have to have.
Yeah, Ash has got a load as well. Ash, just show me one.
Let's do this one because I really like
Which
it.
one am I showing? Oh,
These two.
Oh, look.
I think the colour of her face is a bit
Well,
too
it's
pink.
the colour.
It's a bit too
She did a marathon just before she. She's been exercising.
Is there any on?
And then I'm working on one here.
He's working on one here.
Oh, how cool.
But yeah, it looks like that. It just looks like a load of lines.
Uh-huh.
And then
you
yeah,
just slowly fill it in.
Those are cool.
No. It's really
Yeah, I tend to work in the books that, just have all the lines and you have to come up with your own colors and that kind of thing. So I do spend a lot of time in, I always have a sheet of just paper off to the side, and I will just start pulling colors and just kind of like laying them out and trying to get a visual in my head where I want those colors to be on the one that I'm coloring. Little Carrie, hey now, I don't have a pink face and I'm American.
but like they have. This is the same brand that did those ones. But these ones. So this is the same brand. But obviously.
Is that another Disney?
Yeah, this is another Disney. But these ones, I haven't coloured any in yet. But these ones, they're just. Oh, you can't see it.
They're just standard.
These are just standard.
Okay.
You know, you can choose whatever colours you want. But this brand's really good. If you guys can find these on Amazon US, it's Hachette Heroes. This brand's really good.
Those are nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, every once in a while when I need to do something different for a bit, the first thing I'll pull out is my coloring. But I also do, I'll do some sketching. I really like working with charcoal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did pen and ink for a lot of years, but I just find that the charcoal is a little easier for me. I mean, because at least you can take and use that special eraser to take the line off or the shading that you did if it got too dark or whatever. Pen and ink, you got to make sure that that's what you want there because it's permanent.
Yeah.
My oldest daughter, how do you spell?
I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay. Thank you. My oldest daughter now, she loves doing calligraphy. That's what she'll go to when she needs something to de-stress herself. There you go. TTE.
They're French, so they're French, but they are starting to publish some in English too.
Oh,
But
cool.
you don't need to know French to know what's in it.
Right. Well, it looks like a lovely book. I'll have to go check them out. But I get most of my books like from Hobby Lobby or Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
They carry the type that I like to work in. So
They had a really nice gnome book.
Oh, Ash, yeah, they
I
had.
did think of more.
Was it on Amazon we saw it?
Yeah, Creative Haven.
A company called Creative Haven has a Gnome Sweet Gnome book.
oh,
Creative Haven.
Oh, I'm going to have to go look.
It was on Amazon.
They're an American publisher.
They're an American publisher, so you should be able to find their website even.
Gnome book. Yeah, now I do have a couple of gnome books.
What brand of coloured pencils?
I forgot that.
Ash doesn't use pencils. We use a.
Well, I do use pencils.
What pencils are you using?
For the ones I use colour pencil, I really like the Faber-Castell Christmas colours.
Ash likes the Faber-Castell Polychromos is his favourite pencils, but right now he's using acrylic paint markers.
For the Disney.
Yeah.
So they're just like a Chinese brand.
They're a Chinese brand called Guangna.
Yeah. They're not too expensive, they're really good.
But yeah, they're really good.
The
So.
Polychromos are expensive.
But the Polychromos are a bit on the expensive side. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I only use good old Crayola color pencils. Little Carrie, if you go check out Olga's page, she does a lot of coloring with different types of mediums, gel pens and color pens, pencils. Yeah. And she's got a couple of reviews on there on which brands that she really likes.
Obviously, everyone's going to have different tastes in what brands they prefer.
Yeah.
And it also depends on where you live to what's accessible to you.
Mm-hmm.
Prismacolor are good.
Prismacolor are good.
Based,
and they're US based.
But because of like import tax,
But because of import, we can't get them over here.
it works out really expensive and everything. So yeah, lots of different. I watched a couple of videos in
There's loads of YouTube videos about everywhere. Like we're addicted to watching
Several different channels.
Has your partner ever used watercolor pencils? Have you ever used watercolor pencils?
Little Gary said, "Oh my, loads of gnome books. She must already be looking."
I've used watercolor pencils in the past. I really like them. I don't have any at the moment.
Hang on.
I haven't used them for a long while.
Let me see. Let me find out. Ash, how do you spell the Guangnas?
G-U-A.
G-U-A.
N-G.
N-G.
N-A.
There you go, little Kerry. That's the brand of acrylic markers Ash uses. And they're really good.
Well, y'all are going to laugh at me. My favorite color pencils, honestly, are the cheapest ones I can find. I don't know why. To me, and it may be because being cheaper, they make up for it. I mean, I just can't explain it. There are certain colors in those cheaper brands that I will choose over, like the Crayola brand. I really will, because it seems to give more color, or it feels better on the paper. I just don't know what it is. But many times I'll reach for that cheap pencil over the higher brand that I have. Have you ever wondered why you get less groceries for your dollar every year? Bitcoin fights inflation and sets you free. Okay. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Don't know what that was about.
Um,
I guess that was an advertisement.
but yeah, each to their own to what they prefer, you know.
And some papers, certain pencils work better on.
Yeah, and it also depends on what paper you're using and
Yes.
What you're used to.
what you're used to using. It's all personal preference, you know.
Yeah. Now, I to be honest with you, there are some. There's a couple of my books that have almost a parchment type feel to the paper, and I love using my felt tip pens on those. I really do.
Because lots of people use like the Crayola super tips.
Yeah, a lot of people use Crayola Super Tips over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're felt pens.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, took a lot of research.
But then too, you know, I love just picking up a regular old Crayola.
Yeah.
You know.
It's all personal preference.
Mm-hmm. It just depends on, you know, the mood and how you want it to look at the time.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got a book that I'm using just normal coloured pencils in.
Mm-hmm.
Then I've got a book that I'm using, which I showed you. I'm using the acrylic markers in. And yeah, just flick between the both, you know?
Yep.
I think that's the thing, that's nice because it is just so many people approach it differently, don't they?
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to remind everyone that we will be continue working on Froggy's Rabbit Rabbi this afternoon on Twisted Fiber Friends. And yes, we will be at her house. So please be sure and come and join us, whether you are crocheting along or you're just looking to see the development. I believe we'll be looking at an ear and the head today. But please be sure and come and join us over there. I know it's going to be a lot of fun. So as I said, it'll be Twisted Fiber Friends, 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Mountain, 1 o'clock Pacific, and I don't know what it is in the UK.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
Even though you've sprung forward?
Yeah, because it was 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Before the time change, and then it's now 9 o'clock.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to go and before I set up my live for tomorrow, see how that's going to run into Hobie Bingo. Oh, goodness. But anyway, so I want to say thank you all so much for being here with us today. I do hope that you've enjoyed the chat, and whatever craft it is that you enjoy doing, have fun with it. That's all that matters. Make sure that when you are doing your craft that you put your personality into it, because that's what makes it unique and special. So Daniel, I'm going to let you start us off.
Bye. I still haven't thought about anything to say at the end of a live.
Oh,
I know that was rubbish.
As always, folks, please remember to be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know. Could be your light they need to see. We love you guys and hope to see you later today on Twisted Fiber Friends. Have a good day, folks. Bye.